And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
Drop deep.
Check.
Say.
Express!
Rush in.
Hey!
Catch it.
SOS. 20.
Check. 55 to Mike.
Express!
55 to Mike.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check nickel.
They'll try and run it in with White. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
51 to Mike.
Hey, team 6.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
3 bucks. Hey, alert 3. Check. Flash down. 20. Express. 10. Check.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, 2 of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these 2 teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. This is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 51.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Newton. Here's Sanu on the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Six nothing our score after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert 3, alert 3.
Throwing is Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now it's Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
20. 8.
Out of the gun, Newton. Caught by Sanu. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Protein spill.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Big stop.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's see what you got. Everyone, Mike 20. It's our time.
Let's go, Black.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Gun. Express.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Oh, yeah.
Express.
Here we go again.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, Julian Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 83 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, watch that, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike
Nicholas, 66.
Watch out, watch out.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And now Edelman. The shifty Edelman with a good move. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 62 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smarter approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Let him know, let him know.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Edelman there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
And Boswell's kick is good. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Newton escapes the sack. And he's going to go down again.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
To throw again. Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Ready? 180?
98 for Mike. Okay, double up.
Express!
They fake the give. Newton. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, when you've got a kicker out there who's already missed twice, he definitely would rather have about a 30-yarder rather than one from a neighboring county.
Can we agree to just give him a pass on that? Would have definitely been a way to turn his mood around, but instead, it's a third miss and another scoreless possession.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, 55 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Start!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The throw over the middle taken in. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Show that bench release and go.
Right there, 54. Right?
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
180.
Check mark 54.
Double bump.
54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike
Black.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check safety, check safety.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point now by Boswell. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 15-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, here's Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Gun.
He's crashing.
They'll try and run it with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. White again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They start the drive with White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. There goes a deep ball in, and it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I got you.
Hey, high 7.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. The Steelers getting another first down on a bit of a roll. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Could not finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Patriots, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.